Hello, good morning to all. My name is Chetan Gaikwad from Mechanical Department is going to present a lecture on power plants, introduction to power plants. Okay, now basically the outcomes of this unit is the explain energy conversion in the power plants. Second is identify elements of given hydro, gas and diesel power plants. Explain preventive maintenance procedure for the given power plants. Explain predictive maintenance procedure of the given power plants. So these are the certain outcomes of this lecture. Basically topics covered in lecture 1, previous lectures, with the world and natural scenario and demand of supply of energy, introduction to power plant, the importance and types. In this lecture we are going to cover hydroelectric power plant, its classification, general arrangement, operating principles, advantages and limitations and maintenance. So basically you can see in the figure, we have seen in the last lecture that regarding how the power plant basically works. Again I'll repeat. Basically there is a in this it's a nuclear power plant example we are taking. It's a nuclear power plant, but we are taking as example. Okay, there is a reactor vessel, control rods, turbine, generator, condenser. Okay, these are the different components which are there in the power plant. Power plant is an industrial facility used to generate electric power with the help of one or more generators, which converts different energy sources into electric power. The power plant is the location in which the energy conversion takes place. Types of power plants. In the last lecture we have seen basically there are two types of power plants: conventional power plant and non-conventional power plants. Conventional power plants is having fossil fuel power plants, hydroelectric power plant, thermal power plant, gas turbine power plant, and nuclear power plant. And in non-conventional power plants, windmill power plant, solar PV power plant, geothermal power plant, biomass power plant. Now we will study basically the power plant that is called hydroelectric power plants. Okay, basically hydroelectric power plant. The first is the definition of hydroelectric power plant. Hydropower or hydroelectricity refers to the conversion of energy from flowing water into electricity. It is considered a renewable energy source because the water cycle is constantly renewed by the sun. So in the figure you can see that there is a dam is there are water is there on the left side, blue color water. Then there is a penstock is there, then turbine is there, then generator is there, then transformer is there, and electricity is there. Basically it is working on basic principle. They produce electricity using turbines and generators where mechanical energy is created when moving water spins rotors on a turbine. Categorized into three sizes basically. Whenever the power plant is being producing greater than 30 megawatt, that is called a large power plants. Small power plants are from 100 kilowatt to 30 megawatt, and micro power plants are the less than 100 kilowatts, that are called hydraulic power plant. The power developed by the hydraulic turbine depends on the quantity of water and the head of the water available, because in the dam the level of water must be high for generating high head. If the head is high in the dam of water, then electricity power generation is more. If the head is low, then less power will be generated. The quantity of water available at the selected site depends upon the rainfall and runoff in that area. So it also depends upon the rainfall. So it is depending upon nature basically. This power plant is depending upon the nature. So how hydroelectric power plant works? So you can see in this now, the flowing water is directed towards and used to spin giant turbines. Mechanical energy is generated. That mechanical energy is converted into electric energy using the generator. The electric energy flows to power lines and from there to consumers as needed. Okay, now introduction to power plants. That is hydroelectric power plant classification. First classification is based on the availability of head. It is classified into three types: low head plants, medium head plants, and high head plants. Head is less than 30 meters. That is called low head plants. From head is between 30 to 100 meters. That is medium head plants. And head is more than 100 meters. That is called as high head power plants. Now based on nature of load, base load plant and peak load plant. It is divided into two types, base load and peak load. Base load is a minimum load, peak load is the highest possible load. And then third classification is that based on quantity of water available. First point in that runoff river plants without pondage. Runoff river plants with pondage, without and with. And last is storage type plants. So based on this, the hydroelectric power plants is being classified. So in the figure you can see it's a detailed diagram which on the basis of the exam point of view, this diagram is very important. You can see the reservoir, head is written dam, penstock is there, surge tank is there, gate is there, water flow is there, inlet wall is there to turbine, then electric generator is there, draft tube is there, transformer is there, and power lines are there. So in the figure you can see the water is having at a certain height and a penstock is being mounted on the below the dam. So water flows from the reservoir. Depending upon the head, the power is being produced. You have seen that low head plants, medium head plants, and high head plants. So from this, the water flows to the gate, to the surge tank. What is the function of surge tank? Surge tank is going to reduce the fluctuation of water and will maintain the continuous flow of water into the penstock. Gate is nothing but it's a flow control wall. Basically, it is going to open and close the flow of water into the penstock. And inlet wall also is being provided at the inlet of turbine, so that to reduce the water hammer effect, surge tank is being installed. Then it is being through the inlet wall. Once you open the inlet wall, the water flows to the turbine. Turbine is nothing but it's a wheel having number of brackets or the blades on the periphery of the rotor. So once the water hits the turbine, on the blades of the turbine starts rotating. Once the turbine starts rotating, there is a shaft which is there, which is connected to the generator, electric generator. So electric generator, what is generates? It converts the rotating mechanical energy of the turbine into electric energy by means of a turbine. And that low pressure, and that now after, once the water hits the turbine, the water is being passed to the draft tube, again back to the river. Okay, from electric generator is given to the transformer where step up or step down is being done. Step up, there are two types of transformers: step up transformer and step down transformer. And then then it is being passed to the power lines through electric cables, electric towers. So in this figure you can see the detailed view of the power plant. Major components of this power plant is that reservoir is there, store the water during rainy season. This water runs the hydraulic turbine. Dam, it provides working head of water for power plants and to increase the storage capacity of reservoir. Third is gate, provided for controlling the flow of water from the reservoir to turbine. Surge tank helps in establishing the velocity and pressure in the penstock, and it reduces the water hammer effect. Penstock, made up of reinforced concrete which are designed to withstand high pressure. They are supported by anchors. Hydraulic turbine, it converts the kinetic energy of water into mechanical energy. Draft tube, it is a passage which connects the exit from the turbine runner down to the tail race water level. Electric generator, the mechanical energy from turbine is converted into electric energy. Ninth is powerhouse. Energy is being stored, controlled and distributed through transformer lines and transmission lines. Helps to transmit the power from distribution grids to the consumers. Factors affecting site selection of hydroelectric power plant: quantity of water available and method of storage. Second point is availability of head and storage capacity. Third is distance of power station site from power demand centers. Fourth point is detail of soil bearing capacity and rocky foundation conditions. Fifth point is availability of construction materials. Sixth point is access to site for men and materials. Seventh point is availability of transport facilities. Eighth point, cost of project and the period required for completion. Free from mineral deposits of harmful nature. Free from earthquake damage. So these are the different points which are to consider for site selection of hydroelectric power plant. Advantages now. Operation cost and hence the cost of power generation is less. Life expectancy is higher for about 50 years. More reliable than other non-conventional resources. It's a clean source of energy. No fuel is required since water acts as a method to run the turbine and generate power. Limitations. It totally depends upon the rainfall and amount of water. Cost is also high. There are chances of power loss during transmission. It requires long transmission lines. It may disturb the ecology of the area. Now we'll see the maintenance of power plants. Hydroelectric power plant. Check the leakages, servo, meters, connections, turbine, shaft, lubrication, oil pumps and carry out necessary repairs. Quarterly maintenance. That was monthly maintenance, quarterly maintenance. Check the governor, hydraulic oil system, servo meter, generators and various connections. Half-yearly maintenance. Check and carry out maintenance of governor, mechanism, working of various instrumentations, passing, greasing the pumps, connecting pipelines, bearings, etc. Yearly maintenance. Check the runner blades for cracks and cavitational effects. Check the cracks in draft tube and repairs. Check all turbine auxiliaries, transformers, penstock, etc. So in this way we complete this lecture today. Goodbye.